Randy Hubbs, and I've been here for 23 years. Currently instrumental music director. Now it's kind of morphed into director of bands because we have another instrumental guy here on faculty, and so I do that as well as instructor of music, or now it's associate professor of music. Teaching classes in music theory, that's been mainly what I do in the classroom, and now teaching history of jazz. Taught that for a number of years, but this is the first time this quarter in 7 years that I've been doing that, so it's a lot of fun. I followed Mel Clayton, who was here for 1 year. Prior to him was Dave Bardoon for, I believe, 4 years, and then the gentleman who was my mentor and certainly worked the closest with was here from 73 to 94, Don Paul. Don and I go way back to when I was a student here. So 1975, I was here as an engineering major and spent the entire year taking drafting classes, science classes in the math department, and had this yearning to be involved with music, but I was not involved with the music program. And spring quarter I took music appreciation from Don, and was with another guy, palled up with another guy who ended up actually going into music also. But after we got done with the course, I just impromptu came up here to the office right across from where I'm at right now, where Dave Kazare is, and Don was in there, and I told him that, you know, I was really thinking about maybe changing majors and going into music education, and he was very encouraging. And he could have easily, you know, said, well, why weren't you in my program, or, you know, been somewhat indignant because he knew I was around and he needed trumpet players for his jazz ensemble, but nonetheless he was very kind, direct, and gave me great advice. So that's where it starts. The college groups are the Columbia Basin College Jazz Ensemble, which is a daytime group, and then we have the Columbia Basin Concert Band, which is an evening community band that's made up of a good portion of college students and community members. And then on the side, beyond that, the Columbia Basin Jazz Orchestra, which is a group of more professional players, and I've got a couple college students that perform in that group as well. And then the brass quintet that I've played in now for 30 years, the Mid-Columbia Brass Quintet. Well, the jazz ensemble, what we try to do is a variety of different styles of music, and particularly in the fall, I'm trying out different styles so they get that exposure as an educator. And so they're going to play all these different styles, and then I basically find their niche and where their real strengths lie and try to build upon those so we can take it to the next level. We just finished our most successful recording last spring, a year ago right now. We put out an album called Breakthrough, and that's named after a tune who was our guest artist that year, also John Fedchuk. The band played extremely well. The solos are great. It was an in-house project, so Derek Munson did all the graphic design work and all the artwork anyway, and we duplicated the CDs right here, and so yeah, that's been a very successful, our most successful project to date. What's been great about this career is the career actually starts before CBC. I taught 8 years at Pasco High School, and that was a real pleasure, having an administration that was real supportive of music, which they still are. Coming to CBC, that was one of the reasons that I came here, is the legacy was already built before I got here. The support has been tremendous throughout the years through the different administrations. I would say that's one of the highlights is being able to work in that kind of an environment where the support has been great. And then also with my colleagues. It's truly an honor to be surrounded by and work with people who love to go to work on Monday and are excited about what they're doing 25 years into their career or however many years they've been here.